the Hedgehog 2006. Don't go anywhere, friends. While we get that set up and get set up for our Sonic 3 and Knuckles interview, I'm going to go ahead and read a few more donations. We have a $1,000 donation from Weak Gluon. First time watching live, but have followed GDQ for a few years. So, retroactive donation unlocked. Love everything about this event. Cheers from Hamburg, Germany. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for the donation. $100 from Shadesty. Thank you to all the speedrunners. You're all amazing. Sonic 3 and Knuckles still holds fond memories of my childhood, and I remember laughably attempting to speedrun this series. Looking forward to Sonic 06. Let's help fight and stop cancer. Here's one close to my heart. AxeJax donates $10. Honking geese are getting all the attention this year. But don't forget that ducks also love games done quack.
はい、お待たせいたしました。次のゲームがボーナスゲームで、ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグ2006年版で、解説の方がいらっしゃいます。解説と通訳の方でご招待してますので、解説のピンクパジャマさんとyagamuuさんです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
ソニック06というゲームは、ちょっとだけ知ってると、ある程度に関してはちょっとだけ知ってる。そして、通訳もできます。それはよろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。僕はちょっとこのゲーム未プレイで RT も当然やったことがないので、基本的にはピンクパジャマさんにお任せしたいと思います。
はい。
Of doing attempts of the speed. I can't imagine just there. A lot of speed runs will have like there's 3 or 4 spots that might reset your run. Everything else is like, This has like 35 points where you just have to hit the reset button.
今それはインタビューですね。
はい。
Like there will be times where you will just, especially Marble Garden, because if at any point you mess up Carnival Night, since it doesn't save over your when you completing Marble Garden, you have to go back to Marble, and at that point it's just not worth continuing the run. And like in a PB setting where you're trying to like achieve a better time.
Absolutely.
そうね、ソニック06のロード時間がすごく長い。
そう。
まるでではない。本当に、草原ですね。
確かこのゲーム、だいぶ前の AGDQ で、その、オーフル枠の一種として確かこれ採用されてたんですよね、このゲーム。
そうですね。まあ、そのクソゲームゾーンはまだですけど、
はい。
まあ、クソゲームを見て楽しいと思います。だから今、その解説の準備をしています。
はい。
でも多分、7分の、書類をもう書きました。
おなんか、あまりにロード時刻すぎて、確か発売当時の、その、あれなんですよね、ゲームハード板とか相当荒れてたんですよね。なんだこのロード時間は。
それに今回は Xbox 360で、
はい、
プレイします。プレイステーション3版もあります。でもそれはロード時間より 多いです。
ああ、そうみたいですね。プレイステーション3版は、なんか、その Xbox360 版に比べてもより長くて、今回のは、正直、今回見せる新ソニに関してもめちゃくちゃ長いんですけど、これより長いものがあるっていうのを理解した上で見ていただければ幸いかと思います。
PS3 版のロード時間が、30秒くらいですね。
ああ、
そんな長いロード時間です。
しかも、その、ロードが長いだけじゃなくて、あのゲーム、ロードが発生するポイントがめちゃくちゃ多くて、例えば、その、街の中で誰かと会話する前にもロードが発生したり、会話終わった後にもロードが発生したりしても、何かするたびにロードが発生しても、本当にゲームにならないんですよね。
ロードゲームですね。
はい。
ロードみたいな人に、向いてます。
普通のステージとかでも途中まで進むと途端に画面が真っ暗になってロードが発生してみたいな。とにかくロードを繰り返します。で、このロードのひどさは公式もある程度認識してるみたいで、アメリカのそのソニックの公式 YouTube チャンネルでは定期的にそのストリーミング配信してるんですけど、その準備中の画面がその新ソニーのロード時間の画面なんですよ。公式はネタにしちゃってるんですよね。
fostered so much strats to, if anyone wants to come in, they could just kind of have a spot to start learning and getting better at it. And, there's always people in the community just coming in, helping you out if you ever need it. And it's a great thing to.
曲は本当にいいんですよね。今回プレイするのが、プレイヤーキャラクターがこの作品3キャラいて、ソニックとシャドウとシルバーの3人がいて、で、この今回プレイするシルバーが、この今作初登場になる、銀色のハニネズミのキャラクターなんですが、僕は彼のそのエンディングでもあり、そのテーマソングの、Dreams of Absolution って曲があるんですけど、その曲が非常に好きです。超名曲です。スワールドもいいですよね。オープニングの曲なんですけども。
発売したところにも、有名された、動画があって、それは、ソニックがループで走っているシリーズでも有名ですけど、このソニック6ってそのループに歩けます。だからその動画がそのループ内で歩きました。
なるほど。そうですね。ヒズワールドのゼブラヘッドですね。ゼブラヘッドのアレンジバージョンもどっかで収録されてますね。あと一応ストーリーも評判いいですね、新ソニーに関しては。若干賛否両論なところもあるんですけど。
6のストーリーはね、最後に、そのストーリーの最後に、全部のイベントがなかったに、褒められるのかな、6のストーリー。
超重大なネタバレですけど、そういうオチらしいですね。はい。なかったことになるらしいです。はい、じゃないとちょっと、この先のストーリーが全部成り立たない結末が確か途中挟まるんで、しょうがないんですけど。 まあ大変なことになります。
The chat disagrees with me. Anyway, guys, we got a bunch of super cool stuff. For $5, we have a gotta go quick Sonic embroidery.
夢っていうか、まあ、どうなんでしょうね。なんか、チームソニックレーシングっていう去年発売されたゲームだと、ちょっとソニックが、その新ソニであったことを記憶していそうな、こう、ニュアンスのある発言をしていたりするので、ちょっとよくわかんないんですよね。
Come on, it's Tails. Now, something that's a little hard to see on camera that I love about Puzzle Piece Style is that blue background is not actually a solid blue background. It is a like concentric amalgam of doodles and little shapes and references to the Sonic series in like a very
そうですね。なんかこの作品本当に結構いろいろなんか使おうとしている土台はいいものだと思うので、リメイクしたら多分化けるんだと思うんですよね、このゲーム。ぜひね、リメイクしていただきたいんですけど、このゲーム。ありがとうございます。
It's now $9 to get It's now valued at $9. I'm just joking. Anyway, for a $10 minimum donation,
クッションかわいいですね。
beautiful quick hug Sonic card. One day I will hold it the correct way, but that's not today. It comes to us from Shugglove Sketches. Super adorable. The inside is it's a card. You can write in it. You can put it in this little envelope, and you can mail it to someone. Here you go, Spike. I got you a card. Thank you.
It reminds you to get back to speedrunning. For $15, we have a couple of really great things. From Cute Monster, we have this beautiful Super Mario World Yoshi coin.
ヨッシーの
You know,
コイ
it's
ン
the
だ。
Yoshi coin from Super Mario World. You got Yoshi on one side, then you got Princess Peach on the other from SM64. Absolutely adorable metal plated coin here, and it is a $15 minimum donation again from now until the end of the Outer World. So get those donations in ASAP. Finally, we have a couple of things from Bethesda. A Fallout 4
確かに
print.
新ソニってプレイするのもなかなか今となっては難しいタイトルなので、ソニックのファンの人でもゲームプレイして最後まで見たっていう人意外と少なくて、動画サイトでストーリーは把握しましたみたいな人が多いらしいんですよね。ストーリーだけ知ってるけどゲームやってないよみたいな人を結構ツイッターで見かけますね。
そうなのか。それは、日本でのことでしょ。
そうですね。
そうね。RT コミュニティとして、よくプレイしますね。3D でも、2D でも、よくプレイします。
なるほど。まあ、やっぱりちゃんと自分のね、手でね、プレイして確かめてもらうのがやはり一番いいと思うので。なんで僕も、まあ、ある程度ストーリーの重要なところは知ってはいるんですけど、まあ、大筋はちゃんとゲーム本編をプレイしておいたいなと思っているので、ゲームの本編動画はまだ見てないんですよね、新ソには。
Watching AGDQ2020, we are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
で、まあ、ちょっとだけ今回プレイするカテゴリーの説明をしますと、まあ、今回プレイするのがシルバーズストーリーの MSG% っていうカテゴリーなんですけど、まあ、シルバーっていうキャラクターのストーリーを最後までやるっていうカテゴリーで、まあ、ノー MSG っていうのがまず何なのかっていうと、確かミッションセレクトグリッチの逆称だったと思うんですけど、まあ、このゲーム、その Xbox360 版限定だったと思うんですけど、街に入って、まあ、その街の人に話しかけることで、まあ、いろんなミッションが発生して、まあ、そのミッションを遊ぶことができるんですけど、その特定の条件で街の人に話しかけて悪さすると、会話ウィンドウを残した状態でなんか別のステージに侵入することができて、その状態でゲームを進めると一気にエンディングに吹き飛んでしまうっていう重大なバグが存在するので、そのバグを使用しないで最後までプレイするっていうカテゴリーですね。
そうだね。それは、ミッション2つを、受けて、 そしてミッション一つを、拒否して、そしてその残りの一つのミッションを、達成したら、それは、クレジットが見えます。
始まりましたね。
はい、始まりました。グッドラック。
まあ、早速ロードなんですけど、まあ、お楽しみください、このロードの長さを。
お楽しみなロードなんですね。もう20秒のロード。シルバーが、ものに、接触して、テレキネシスで、動きます。その1フレームの接触でテレキネシスを使ったら、そのゲージが消費しない、そして自由でも空中で行きます。そしてこのステージはもう終わりました。その技を使って。
ステージの途中なんですけど、このようにロードが発生しますね。
そしてブレイズにのそさらに加わります。
はい。
ブレイズさんが、シルバーより、速いです。その空中のダッシュのようなもので速いですね。
そうですね。ちなみに、ブレイズこんな感じにガンガン高速で走り回っているんですけど、実は彼女高所恐怖症なんですよね。こんな動きしてますけど。
There are two forms of it, one that's airborne and one that's done on the ground. The ground one maintains your ground speed but doesn't last as long. The air one has a longer duration but doesn't maintain your ground speed.
ちなみにシルバーとブレイズは14歳で同い年です。
maintain your ground speed and have the duration of the air spinning claw. So really it should be called an ASC, but we call it an AFC because
その空中の速さが、それは地面で、うろうろすればそれは、高い速度なんだけど、その1フレームで、ジャンプしたらその、速い速度が維持できます。
1フレ技が多いんですね。
そしてシルバーと交代してるはずですが、ブレイズが速いからその変わる時をスキップします。だからそのレザルトスクリーンでブレイズが横に向いてます。
なるほど。
Because there's a lot of stuff to explain this. Yeah, this is just the beginning. That was the first stage of the run, and there was all that in just 3 sections.
寿命の話すると、シャドウは一体何なんだって話になっちゃいますね。確か彼、500年以上前に生まれたやつなので。そうですね、ブレイズはソニックラッシュが初出ですね。
このボスが、第1形態と第3形態を、倒します。その第2形態が、シャドウとソニックがやります。
なるほど。
それがなぜかは分かりません。まあ、シルバーが、そのテレキネシスを使って、その岩を繰り返します。ここに、岩を投げることで待つしかない。岩が弾薬として使えます。
on a little break.
I see. Okay, well that makes me feel much better. So currently, this is actually not a great cycle for Iblis 1, to be honest. But Iblis 1 is kind of unpredictable, to be honest.
I can make up some donations if you want.
Sure. Why not?
Let's see.
攻撃手段がこのサイコキネシスで物を飛ばすしかないっていうのが結構もどかしいですね。
And good luck on the run. That's from
And there we go. Woo! Still, we recovered it, but yeah. That was a bit rough.
シルバーとブレイズでも最近人気キャラっていうのが公式にも認識されてるからなのか、割と最近の作品には毎回出てる気がしますね。
The annoying part is those cycles mainly. Actually, the cycles basically for just like we did before, you hold RT to pick up any
ただ
object.
メイン作品には
And
確かに出てき
objects
てないですね。
themselves can be kind of blocked from each other, which is very useful. Except it's
多
not.
分ロードが発生したら多分ムービーがあったからだと思います。
You actually destroying everything you have in your
ここがメダルが入手します。それは、
So it's very important you
金
actually manage
の
things
ようなも
properly.
のですね
I was also trying for a slightly
ま
harder
あ、こ
strat
れ
there, which is probably why it had.
ゲーム、クリアとしては無意味ですけ
So
ど、
yeah, this is great because this is one of the sections I wanted people to read donations. Well, I can actually just talk about some stuff here at the moment.
ちょっと長くなります。そうです。ボーナスローディングのようなものです。
ストーリー的にはシルバーは、まあ、未来の世界の住人でこの未来が荒廃してしまった原因となる存在を、まあ、暗殺するたびに現代の世界にやってきて、まあ、その諸悪の根源とされているソニックを今探しているっていう感じですね。
Sure thing. I got a pretty good one. $17 from Silver the Hedgehog. It's no goose!
Yes, I'm really looking forward to the Sonic 6 DLC and Untitled Goose Game coming out this year. So this is the first instance of something a bit atypical for anyone who's played 06. So we're not supposed to do this.
これは悪いことです。その、水面で、水切りは悪いことです。
あ、そうなんですね。
このステージは今で行くが、悪いことです。
シルバーもこの先たくさん悪いことするので。
At AGDQ2020, instead of skipping on the waters more, we actually can use this to hover. Hovering over without stopping is indeed faster than skipping.
ステージの
And from here, I'm going to do something called levitation
上
sections
に
or
行っ
LEs.
て、
So silver is not normally supposed to actually regain the bar in midair. What we do is we do a frame perfect trick, which is holding X as soon as you let go of A there. That retains the momentum of your hover.
その幅を連打したら、その長さを眺め、その幅長さを眺めます。そして今また1フレームの悪さをしてステージの最後に行きます。
簡単に1フレ決めますね。
So I can actually comment on the meter regeneration.
Go right ahead.
The upgrade that you get later in the story, where you smack the ground and it shocks enemies.
そのテレキネシス幅のゲージが連打したら、その幅距離が長めます。
なるほど。
そう使って、ステージのショットカットができます。
Not many people try this in RTA. I'm one of those crazy people who does. So we're going to use another one of those AFCs here. Which is not normally what people do in RTA. I will try my very best to do this.
早速怪しい動きしてますね。
Loop launch is available in Sonic Story. I don't know why I said like that. It is a trick
今
that many people
悪
have
さ
probably seen in a different form than
と
this.
セットアップしてます。
But basically, we're going to try to extend our homing attack for much longer.
そのホーミングアタックを使ってある場所からそれが、ステージの後に、ホーミングします。
なるほど。
That actually stops. So, Liam, do you want to mention the rail mechanics?
あー、なんか、また怪しいな動きをしてますけど。多分さっきと同じようなことを。
悪さとしてます。
なんだこれ。いや、そうはならんやろっていう動きをしてますね。
Did you ask to explain loop mechanics, by the way?
I asked you to explain the rail mechanics if you could.
Oh, the rail mechanics?
So the timing with the rail.
Oh yeah, there's the timing on the rails is really particular. It's weird.
それも、レールに関しての悪さですね。
It's actually how many times you press X. So you can press X 3 times for every one turnaround and you get 3
回せば、
Thank you, Liam.
Thank you, Liam.
その1フレー
Yeah,
ム
back to DSS then.
その回す動きと1フレームでレールに到着すると、その無限の、周りができます。そして水切りもできます。
このゲーム1フレーム猶予に関するバグ技が大量にあるんですね。
Yes, okay, I got it. Early 2014, DSS found that you could actually maintain a yes-no box from a mission while in the hub world by dying while it's on the screen.
ソーシャルがある程度で、そんなによく使ってない、それは、難しい。だからです。もうこれはマラソンだから、見せたかった。
あ、悪さしようとしてますよ。これはもう分かりますよね。
これは、壁抜けです。
はい。
普通の壁抜け。
シルバー速度出せないですけど、まあ、サイコキネシス使うことで、こういう強引な壁抜きがゴリガリできちゃうんで、結構簡単に悪さできちゃうんですよ。
ボックスを使えば、それが壁抜けの技です。
ここもさっきと同じように、まあ、同じように抜けて、大半のギミックを出します。
同じ、技でまた壁抜けます。それは、そのテレキネシスを使って、天井に行けばそれが抜けます。そして今、天井の上に、進んでます。
もう一人いましたよね。
それはエイミーの答えのはずだったけど、まあ、これがシルバーに答え戻りましたけど、もうシルバー状態でした。
意味で行く場所だった予定の場所にシルバーで来ちゃったから、まあなっちゃった感じです。
あ、失敗しました。
落ちましたね。
落ちました。
I'm glad everyone's happy with Silver's voice acting. This is the best part of running in English. We're still on good pace, don't worry. So that unfortunately happens. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to try to trick the enemies into killing them one another. Good.
No,
I need to hide really close to the wall, otherwise I won't actually be pushed through properly. Okay, I apparently just don't know what caution is. Nope. So there's a very narrow seam. There's a seam here.
この狭いところに、着地できます。死なずに着地できます。
なるほど。
その壁以上のところに。
Gotta be like a good 70% or something.
Yes, about 70%. So now we get to the final area here. That skipped a sand room.
ああ、本当にギリギリに足場がちゃんと用意されてるんですね、今の。
So now normally you're supposed to do the ball puzzle, which was actually the incentive at AGDQ 2013. I'm not crazy enough to do that. And so instead, we're going to do a variation of the same box trick. It's the same basic concept.
次は、パズルがあるはずですが、バグ技を使ってスキップができます。
I'm going to put the ball around the center here. And
これがパズルの別解かな。
course, it's going to be finicky. So I want to align it with pretty much the center.
これ初見でこういう解き方をする人出てきてもおかしくないですね、これ。
Because what happens there is Silver just basically gets pushed on the door as the box rotates. Because again, nothing in this game, basically any sort of wall or door in this game is a suggestion, not a requirement.
Sounds about right.
また天井で壁抜けます。
With that, do you mind? This is going to be a little. Oh wait, no, I know exactly.
壁を抜けてるから実質ソニック議論あると思います。
There's this nice, it takes from Venice very, very, very strongly. So there's a nice sense of like flowing waterways,
パズルを解いたぞ。
canals, local townspeople, cafes and whatnot. And of course, my favorite part of any sort of Venice based thing, a 14-year-old psychokinetic hedgehog pummeling.
これ逆だと初見ほんときついんですよね。
Dude, I've been to Venice once. It is actually even
ソニ
more
ック編で
impressive.
シルバーと戦うときは。
ベニスでソニックと戦います。喧嘩します。
はい。まあ、
もう終わりました。
まあ、この戦闘、ソニックとか他のキャラクターでシルバーに挑むと、初見だと大体壁にはめられて、そのままはめ技で殺されまくるんですよね。
それはテレキネシスを使って物を拾って投げます。
ちょこちょこ見かけるいつの憂鬱っていうミームは今のシルバー戦にまつわるミームですね。
そうだね。
It's no use. It's okay to get an S rank because you only get a gold medal. You get an S rank on every mission, not the individual.
永遠に0フレームつかみしてからの投げを無限に繰り返してくるんです。
無駄だという意味ですね。
そうですね。日本語のシルバーのセリフがバッチリ無駄だって言ってますね。ちなみにシルバーは日本の声優さんはあれですね。小野大輔さんですね。
We want to skip it because it actually clutters up our X button. We want the X button to be held for fairly obvious reasons shortly in the run. With that, we can have a few more donations read out because we're basically just walking here.
Sure thing. I have $50.
あ、そうですね。確かに。翔太郎つながり。
Hey, Focus, Liam, Wyke, and Sid. Good luck on the run. I'll donate 50 more if you can roast Turbo and/or Shadow Story for me.
Okay, well, Shadow Story is the most boring story in Sonic 06. I can tell you that right now.
これも何するかもうもう分かっちゃうっていう。
So yeah, it's objectively worse as pertained by GDQ committee.
Well, there you have it.
Sorry, Turbo.
You're right. I just wanted the $50 because we need more money, guys.
またパズルの時間ですね。
A normal card item called the shock bracelet.
天井とは何でしょう。
Say goodbye to Blaze because this is the last time we'll see her.
簡単ですね、このパズル。
Well, we will see her. She's just going to be an NPC and probably die in the final boss in a really.
あ、ブレイズの初出はソニックラッシュですね。DS のゲームです。これよりちょっと前に出てる作品ですね。
So you can also do AFCs off the ground. Again, they are frame perfect. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but there is an AFC at the end of this section. It is kind of
普通に抜けましたね、今。
Failing it can potentially lead to losing 50 seconds.
悪さとしてもう見えてないと思います。普通に抜けます。
普通に抜けれるギミックにしか見えないです。
Not much you can do. I align myself to the right here or the left. Left. I don't know my directions. I align myself to the left here so I can get these speed boosts off these. These line up there.
確かに隙間ありましたしね。
I'm currently holding X. And I'm preparing to turn the camera around me by pressing LT. The camera controls in 06 are really useful. And AFC here.
そしてそのスピン技を使って。
An important point I want to make with this is that in 06, if you have the right speed, geometry's right, the right angle, you
ちょっと短縮できます。
なるほど。
That's really useful for when we get to silver. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. The second half of the run pretty much changes everything. But while we're here, the fastest way you can really move around is walking and LEing while we're in the air. So you can see that's a levitation extension, that's a levitation extension. When I fall far,
最速の速度がその幅ですね。少し 幅を使って、
We can actually have a few more donations also read now.
Sure thing.
There is just
眺
nothing
め
we can
ま
do to
す。
clip out here, unfortunately.
All right, we have $100
そ
from
してそ
Health
の
myself.
壁を越えて、
Just donating $1 for each time I heard it's no use when I
進
played
み
Sonic
ま
06
す。
to completion back in
Fun
2018.
fact, the silver boss in Sonic Story is the easiest boss
う
in
ー
Sonic
ん
Story.
あ、ここは普通に
It's
攻
funny
撃して
because
倒すん
everyone
です
has
ね。
trouble with it in the main game, yet as speedrunning, it's like the only break you get.
Dude, Sonic has great anti-air. That's
This is the definition of speedrunning right now, by the way. Who doesn't love walking? Let's go.
speed jogging.
Speed jogging.
ちょこちょ
yes.
こ聞こえてきますね。
Silver's like
今、
doing the
スピー
first
ドウ
boss
ォーキ
character.
ング
I think Knuckles' ground speed is slower,
で
and I
す。
think
これを
Amy's
イ
ground
ン
speed is slower.
ス
I
ピ
know
ードウォ
Amy's
ーキ
ground
ン
speed
グ
is slower.
だと
So
言ってま
Silver's
す。
still at the slowest now,
奏者
but
た
still
ち
will be the fastest
なるほ
controllable
ど。
character in the entire game once we get to pass this boss in this mission.
究極
That's
の
a
ス
pretty
ピ
good
ー
time
ド。
right there. Sub 210 is optimal, honestly. Best I've got is 204. I'm pretty glad with this. A bit of a rough start, but Iblis is always like that.
Oh yeah.
So this boss, I want to shout out right now to my boy in Northern Ireland, Otanishi. He is a silver story. He is third place currently on silver story for this category, and he's one of the three people who's tied the 80% world record. He and I and DSS basically kind of pulverized silver story more or less because we're the only three that are kind of active. He helped me with this, figure out the cycle. This boss is cyclic, Egg Genesis. It shoots missiles, and you need 6 hits per cycle, 24 in total. Each missile counts as 1. So I'm going to pick up all the
こ
missiles
れ
here.
は4形態があ
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
って、
6. That's a bit more than 6, but it's fine.
それ
So
が
this is a camera percent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember,
6
guys,
つのミサイルを
so I'm gonna wait for the cannons on the
1
side to
形
actually
態
activate first,
を
release some, and then I'm gonna show you
倒
what
し
I
ま
have.
す。
Ooh, a bit low, but that's still good.
合計24ミサイルを
Hey, there we go.
反射します。
Pretty good time. This is I actually used to get this with
非常にスムーズ
this
で
is
した
going
ね。
to be a 47 or 46 even. This is a pretty good time overall, considering I didn't know how to do this boss 2 weeks ago. So we're actually gonna wait. We're trying to avoid lag here.
今は
And because the
ラ
boss
グ
crashes
証
down
言
much
で
like in
す。
Sonic Story. If you try to actually stay on the
そ
screen
の
while it's on,
崩れている
it
も
may
の
lag the game and cause you to wait a second to have
見えず
100
に
milliseconds pass. So
短
it's
縮
best
し
to
ま
avoid
す。
that by moving the camera
あ
and
ー
running away
な
from
る
it.
ほ
見た
ど。
らゲームがラグりま
I've
す。
definitely had freeze for like 3 seconds one time.
レトロゲーならわかるんですけど、
My game,
プレステ3でそれが発生するってなかなかですよね。 あ、違う、Xbox ですけど、これは。
06 is not a game that crashes often.
Yes, but thankfully there are places where you can make it crash on purpose.
Of course, there are, of course, because why wouldn't there be? Oh yes, here we go. So, remember how he said we could try to skip Amy in most things?
第3形態的なの他のキャラでやるの
Two
かな。
missions you can't skip, and the only time you have to play as Amy this entire run. So let's get used to her and her slow, unfortunate movement.
Look at her
これ
go.
はエイムの唯一の登場です。このアリティの唯一の登場。
So the PS3 and 360 versions were developed sort of together but sort of separately. The important thing about the PS3 version is that it's
さっき本来出てくるとこ出ませんでしたからね。
So for speedrunning, I actually have the game downloaded to my console on 360. You're able to do this without hacking. You can go into the game options and select install. That improves the loads by 5 to 10 seconds per load. These are the fast loads.
このゲーム
On、PS3, you lose about 10 minutes.
そのステージによってはキャラクターがこう後ろついてくるんですけど、例えばこういう街のステージとかでもなんか水中に落下すると死んじゃうんですけど、適当に道取ってるだけで後ろ歩いてる仲間のキャラクターがいきなり水に落ちて死んだりとかよくするんですよね。
Because there are a few spike balls that are on the roof that they actually force the boxes to explode, and that leads to them killing auto killing like 4 enemies. Which, as you can see, hitting 1 enemy takes a lot of time. So we need to. It's the only time I believe, one of a few on PS3 that's actually more.
そのもうやったステージ、そのエイミのステージがなぜか PS3 版で早いです。
あ、そうなんです
そのステージだけ。そのスパイク弾があって、そのスパイク弾を使えば、その敵を で早く倒せま
This
す。
is a big changing point for
なるほど。
Silver's story. So here we get the Heart of Wind, which allows us to do
一
something
応
called
プ
the
レス
teleport
3
dash.
にも優位性があっ
And
たん
because
で
we,
すね
there's a few things, of course. So, remember the stun slap has some weird momentum properties. Well, if you're able to cancel the teleport
カメ
dash
ラが
effectively
ガク
by
ガクしてる
pressing
のは
X
何
on the
なんだろ
last
う
frame
な。
of its animation, they're about 6 or 7 frames. So yes, it is again frame perfect. You're able to preserve the momentum of the teleport dash for longer than you normally be able to.
すごい体勢ですけど。
So doing that allows us to do this.
あ、なんか急に速度が。
そうか
Oh yeah. We die so we can warp back to the start.
今はデスルーラです。
Here,
Ah.
mission 11.
なるほど。
Basically, this makes Silver the fastest character in the entire game. So with that, we
普通に今抜けました。
Again, it's frame perfect every time I do it, but we're not even to the worst part of it yet.
あ、今悲鳴が聞こえましたけど、今ブレイズ死にましたね。
In before White Acropolis, also High Blaze.
その、カバンに、立っているところで、それは、バグ技の発動だと思います。その、速い唐突のような動きができます。そのダッシュ。
お
There we
ー
go. That's still frame perfect. It's the same input as before, but I hold X.
This right here is the reason I run Silver Story.
めっちゃ悪さがはかどりそうですね。
It makes Silver the fastest character in the game because you can clip through almost anything, or you can mess up. You know, that works too. You need, this is
この
where,
技が
action gauge preservation is really vital.
1フレームの操作が必要なので、その穴の上で使いません。難しいから死にたくない。
なるほど。
失敗したら、
Every time I do this, it's frame perfect. I want to mention that just to make sure.
失敗したら死にます。
Hopefully in less than a minute.
これ1フレ技今後ガンガンやんないといけないですね。こうなると。
そうだね。ソシャもそれはよくやりましたと言ってます。
あどこ行くね
あ、それは、消された電車で、見えない電車と接触したからです。
お知らされちゃったんですね。面白すぎる。
Okay, Shadow. Shadow's arguably the most annoying boss in the
そ
story.
してシャドウ
So,
の
I'm
ボ
going to
ス
play
戦で
something
す。
slightly different than most runners do because I
と
found this was safer just a few days
戦
ago.
います。
Shadow is much like Sonic in terms of you need to have items and you need
ちょ
to
っとシルバーが
quite
対
well,
ボス
except
に
Shadow
対
has
しての
less
性能
items
が
available.
高すぎますね、こ
Frankly,
れ
it's harder to
一
Shadow.
方的すぎる。
You need to make sure to use these barrels wisely. There are total. He takes a total of 24 hits, and there are a total of 22 in this main area and 6 in the other areas.
そ
Holding
の
like this is really is sometimes
樽投げ
useful.
を
The issue with
使っ
that
て
is that sometimes. Ooh. Nice. I pressed the.
それは
Xbox
技
menu
で
there.
はない。
I hope you all like soccer balls. Sorry.
樽が、30の樽がありま
And then I can
す
hit。attack him once more.
そして24発で、シャドウを倒します。
なるほど。
その、
There we go.
リスポ
Oh,
ン
he's. Oh, this is a good
ま
position.
た
I think.
表す時間
Yes.
待つがしたくないから、
The disrespect.
これは煽って
ちょっとだけ
ますね。
短
Okay, we're gonna
縮
show the
その
cutscene
全
here, which is an
樽を
important no
使っ
sex
て
cutscene. It is
戦い
the
ます
only piece of the plot I actually pay attention to, so you need to make sure you
こ
actually
うやって
listen.
みると
ね
超強いです。
It is
通
very
訳が
important now.
ちょっと大変です。
ああ、本当にお疲れ様です。
Shout out to the lore enthusiast in the crowd.
飛ばさないのかな、これ。なんで
それは
そこで
スキップできますけど、見せたかったです。
I want to mention before we go here.
なんで
even if I'm trying to do the score tag, this is about 4 to 5 minutes. Let's just see how short this is now with the ETD. Oh, I'm gonna still go. Ellie's perfect, frame perfect.
面白いな。
That sounds weird. This is the final
こう
room
で
of
も
this
しないと
area.
シルバー強すぎて勝てないということで。
もう最後のルームです。もう部屋の部屋
We're
で
gonna
す
kill。these enemies and we're done.
ステージ終わりまし
Normally
た。
4 to 5 minutes. actually. Pretty decent for missing the SDT.
なんだこれは。
Why not, supplement one frame perfect trick with another? That seems great. I did the great strat there, don't worry. So, again, this is the power of the SCDT. I cannot like emphasize this anymore. But there is
もう
some
息を
amazing
吸うよう
stuff you
に
can do
壁
with
抜
this.
けれるようになりました
Again,
ね、もう。
speed is all you need to clip through almost anything.
そのダッシュ
So,
技が
unfortunately, we can't actually
最
clip directly to the end
高
of。this section because there are death planes, there are kill planes.
も
And
う
those are
スピードまで
unfortunate.
つけちゃっ
They are
て、もう
unfortunately placed because they're
敵じゃな
everywhere.
いですか、これ。
So we had to go through this section, unfortunately, but it's fine. I was worried I almost ocarina dive there because you can get silver stuck. If you actually hit a ledge as silver when doing an SDT or EDT, and you keep on holding X, he'll continue to hold X, and therefore he'll get stuck.
このステージにデス平面が
We definitely clipped.
あるから、その
That skips to the final room.
前のステージのように同じ技を使えません。
あー、なるほど。
This isn't. So we actually skipped the shock bracelet as mentioned
シビア
prior.
なんですね。
And as a result, we have to actually defeat these enemies with just the sun slap move.
壁抜けは
And the
ま
most
だで
annoying
き
of
ま
these
す
enemies
け
are
ど。
these, I believe they're called tricksters or takers.
珍しくまともに
They are
戦
the
闘
most
して
annoying
る。
part of all of Sonic 06. There's one up there that I can't get, so I'm gonna have to go over here and wait for it to die, basically. That's still a very good time.
そして敵、この辺の敵を全滅して、ゴールが、ゴールを発生します。
enemies would be stunned, and therefore I could pick them up. Those are always vulnerable. So I should mention in 06,
珍しいですね、
there's
こういう
really
条
an
件の
important distinction
ゴール。
you need to make when you're fighting enemies. When an enemy is vulnerable and how much life they have. So if an enemy is immediately vulnerable and they have a large health bar, stun them. If an enemy is sort of low on health, like one hit, throw an object at them. If an enemy only becomes vulnerable after they've thrown certain objects, just wait, or not just wait, try to kill them as soon as possible, or defeat them as soon as possible, because usually they're 4 hits, the golems and the egg golems, because, Dr. Eggman is very, very, very good at naming things. They usually require certain conditions in order to be vulnerable. So if you're able to destroy them before then, great. If not, wait for them to become vulnerable and just have a blast with that. Oh, we're going to go into the other
ギ
required
ンギの
mission
シーン
in
だ
Sonic
ったんで
6.
しょうね。今攻撃した。
So I want everyone to pay attention to this
あ
load
これ
screen.
は、
This is an important load screen. We have a lot of data
キ
being
ャ
loaded
プテ
right
ン
now.
を探しのミッションです。
Practical
だ
data that
ミ
is
ッ
going
ション
to
だ
be
と思い
put
ます。
in the speed run.
このミッションはなんか聞いた
And
こ
what
と
we're
あり
going
ま
to
す
do
ね
here。with it is we're going to start
こ
it
れ
and immediately end it.
どれが本物かって言って最初に話しかけた人が実は本物ですみたいなやつだったと思います。
そうです。そして最初でローディング終わったらローディング。
We actually just went to the end of this mission. The reason why is because it's the same principle as it works now. Because Anna here
本当にひどい。
will go to the end no matter if she doesn't have any enemies. If she doesn't have any enemies, she will continue to go on to the end. The mission is finished by Anna reaching the end. So we do nothing and we win. But we actually want to do something a bit different. We went from actively protecting her to neglecting her to actively threatening her. Because what we do here is we scare her so that she walks a bit faster there.
ああ、怪しい動きしてますね。
これはあなたと一緒にして守るはずですけど、一緒に放置したら敵が敵は表しませんから、それは安全です。その方が安全です。そしてアンナさんが、ステージの、最後に行ってます。そして着いたら、ステージが終わります。そしてアナが、その最後に着いたら、に着くまで、これは
So, I also want to mention really
ちょっと
importantly, we have
遊んでます。
because we don't want to
そうですね。
directly. Because going to the end directly actually still keeps some of those enemies spawned in, and therefore prevents Anna from moving at the beginning, but it's the same effect in the end. So, yeah, accordion man at our right there. The man in the background. He's very important, and he's unfortunately now blocked, but whatever.
He's our hero.
He's our hero. Accordion we need.
This is an accordion couch. I'm sorry, this also.
ひどいゲームが余計にバグ技でぶち壊されてます。
There are many NPCs in 06 that are just beautiful. So we're now going to start. Oh boy. So this is the point where we have trial skip. So
バグで作られたゲームです。
So at this point in the story, we're supposed to.
このゲーム一応ソニックシリーズ15周年記念のソフトなんですけどね。
We go with Sonic to find Eggman
どうしてこん
for
なこと
whatever reason. I don't actually read the plot. I don't watch the cutscenes anymore. But instead, so normally you have to do three missions. By the way, this is frame perfect as well, or near frame perfect, doing those. It's double tapping A really quickly in succession. You can do it easily up these slopes, but it's harder to do if you do it at other points. But basically, normally you'd have 3 missions here. You'd have 3 missions to do here, and you need to complete them all to unlock an eagle that takes you to the top of the tower over there. So normally that tower, you can't really access it any other way.
その塔が3つミッションを達成したら行けるようになりますが、今これはバグ存在のゲームだから悪いことします。
To retain our bar and maintain our speed. So we maintain our speed that allows us to stay on the wall longer than we thought we could. And because we recharge our bar as we do that, we're able to hover
これは
So you might think
バグ技を使ってそのテレキネシスゲージの法事この壁登りです。
なるほど。
Just because a mirror is placed in a hub world doesn't mean it's active. Just because a mirror is placed doesn't mean it's going to be there. We actually need to. This mirror is active. So basically, it will take me to Kingdom Valley, skipping all 3 missions. So I'm going to go up this second wall. And I'm going to try to get with all of my bar pretty much intact.
これなるほど。これもアイカツか。
That was a bit lower than I wanted. I'm being very precise here. Again, there's not much bar here. I'm going to fly over to this steep wall because yes. This is the only way we can actually access the Kingdom Valley mirror currently. At this point in time, I need to do quite a few frame perfect inputs in a row. So I'm going to try to. It's very steep, and I can't. If I mess up one, I fall off, and I have to do this all over again. I need to get a full bar. Once I get a full bar, I can go up.
また登ります。
なるほど。連打のホバーむっちゃ便利ですね、これ。
Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, what you see is not what you get currently. The geometry doesn't match because they didn't expect you to actually do this.
壁の当たり判定が見えると見える判定がこう違うんです。接触、今その壁と接触してます。
当たり判定の概念がわけわかんなくなってきましたね。
And we're safe. More or less. I have still lost it here, though. And here we go. That was trial skip, and that has never been done.
めちゃくちゃスキップしたのわかりますね、これ。
The fact that he even attempts this in a marathon is
そして3つのミッションをスキップしました。
最初からゴールが発生しているのが悪いって感じですね。
And okay, this is amazing. This is why I'm saying 06 is a packed run. These load screens don't help at all. I'm going to do a telelaunch here. I'm just going to try to do it first and see if I can get it.
また、
Hey.
接触した1フレームでテレキネシスを使って飛びます。そしてステージの最後のところに行きます。
夏
色ソニックザイがもう草。
exponentially rather than linearly. Math major.
スライディングはしてません
By
け
the
ど
way,
ね。
prepare yourselves. We're Sonic now. I am.
そして
wow,
ソ
okay,
ニ
I meant
ッ
to
ク
take
を
over.
交代します。
We are not exclusively silver in this run because I'm currently playing as Sonic, and we're going to finish this stage as Sonic. Liam's freaking out over there probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
That is a small little time saver there. I angled the control stick to
こ
the left
の
and
ス
right.
テージ
To
で
the
ソニッ
left
ク
and up.
このステー
That allows you to skip
ジ
that third enemy.
はソニックで終わります。それは、
So when I get here,
正規
I
ル
want
ートか
to
は
jump
わかり
over
ませ
to
ん。
the left here.
まだわかりま
Homie
せん。
attack and then sky
ちょっ
jump.
と息を吸うように言って
That allows
気
us
し
to
ましたけ
skip
ど。
the load into silver section as silver, and we complete it as Sonic. Now I actually have gems.
シルバー
These gems are pretty important in Sonic.
シルバーですけど、
The gems normally available in
ソニ
Sonic
ックとし
Story
て
are
進み
for
ま
the
す。
RTA are you get blue and you
え
get after Tropical Jungle, is it? It's one of the two. It's
も
right
う
before
ど
the
の
event.
ハリネズミも
But I actually have a, in this file,
めちゃ
I
く
actually
ちゃ
have
ですね、
Sonic
このゲーム。
to the extent of what is it, like 93%? So I have access to the purple and sky gems.
あスカ分米ア
At
タッ
this point,
ク。
but you would normally have
本
because
当
you
だ
have to beat silver, you have to beat silver or beat part of it to reach silver story, so it doesn't matter. You notice how there's an action gauge at the bottom right? It was supposed to drain, but one curly bracket in the code prevents it from doing so.
It's actually a misspelling.
I was told it was a curly bracket, but
ドンキーで見た。
and with that we can beat that stage in less than 150. That is really good.
後ろ向いてます。シルバー、
Yes, it was.
シル
あ
バーで、終わるはずだから、
なるほ
その姿勢が変わってます。
そういうとこも引き継がれるんですね。なるほど。
The reason why that occurs is because as silver, never mind. As
これ
silver
がドン
falls,
キ
or
ー
as
コ
any
ングの
character
新
falls,
作だっ
they
た
fall
な。
exponentially. They fall like a rock, effectively. And that's the case no matter what. Even when I SEDT, what happens there is it sort of goes like a parabola. It starts off going really far forward, but then it basically silver gets dragged further and further down. As we go further and further through, you basically need to make sure that, oh, am I going to be able to hit this or not? Most of the time, you can wage it really well. I was actually really worried at the beginning of Kingdom Valley, getting that miss. I was really worried I would hit the death plane because I wasn't high enough.
You were really low.
いや
Hey, that's how it works.
ー、しかし、ロード時
So
間
on
が
that, we actually
た
found
くさんある
something
から
recently here.
RT プレイヤー的には休憩がたくさん取れて楽なのかもしれ
He's
ないで
back
す
on his stuff. But actually here, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do the first version of it, but I'm going to do it in the second section. I'm going to attempt it. So remember how we were able to tell-launch off of rocks so far? We were able to tell-launch off of, spheres, all that stuff. Well, boxes have always been an enigma because boxes are notoriously hard to tele-launch off
う
of.
ん、もうだんだん分かってきました。今のも1フレ技で抜けたっていうのがだんだん分かってきてしまいました。
You actually have to account for the animations of throwing and lifting, which in of themselves takes time. So the importance is with boxes, you have maybe less than a second most occasions, and we've never figured out a even semi-consistent method. But Otanishi, after I found something already kind of crazy in this stage, which we were going to go for, he said, I'm going to try this. And then what happened was, he then found something that was even worse and even better. Because that's what we are in Sonic 06, if nothing else. A bunch of optimization
そ
optimization
の無
maniacs.
敵時間を使って、
So
溶岩
I'm going to officially dub
に
it Tony method
で進んでま
because
す。
I don't think Starry Feet gives it justice. I'm going to try it in the second section. Oh, by the
なん
way,
かもう
that
バグが
door
多すぎ
there
て
is
バグ
one
に
of
見
the
えますけど、
few
今のは
doors
多
you
分
cannot
仕
click
様
through
です
using。the ETD. So instead, we're gonna just,
Go around.
yeah, go around. Hey.
So these Cocoa Puffs raining from the
危
sky.
ない。
上からの岩がラン
These
ダ
are
ムで
frightening
す。
because these Cocoa Puffs.
もう死ぬかと思いました。
Even over here.
そうした。
Hey. We can still
ここ
get
に
hit
来て
here.
運要素がある。
あ、その最後でも、ダメージ
Wow,
を
that
受け
was
ます。
frightening.
そのランダムの岩
Thank
で。
you.
ええ
Okay, so Tony method
引き
is
出したら
interesting.
泣けますね。
So this isn't really so much so a glitch in of itself as a setup for telelaunch. So I'm going to align myself with the diagonal of the box. That's basically the longest line of the box. Look it up in your geometry textbooks. I'm going to align myself with the diagonal. I'm going to go to the red circle. I'm going to the edge of the red circle, and then I'm going to take 2 steps to the right, and then 2 steps back. towards the camera. And then I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to do a quarter circle. That will give us a decent shot at getting teleflings. So
まあ、悪さを通してます。
well, let me do that again. Let me align better.
この上で動くってことはつまりそういうことですもんね。
ボスを使って、
And I'm going to do a quarter circle. Okay, that didn't get it. That's a stuck telelaunch. That's what happens when you fail.
ああ、失敗しました。
ああ、
普通に、完成します。
普通ですね、これ。
このゲームの普通。
なるほど。このゲームは1フレ技を使って壁抜けするのが普通のゲームみたいです、皆さん。よく覚えておきましょう。
その前の技を使えば、ステージの最後に、突破します。突破できます。
なるほど。
I'm going to clip through here. I'm going to clip around. Again, frame perfect every time.
And this is going to look super scary.
I'm going to get my gauge up and I'm going to hover over. I'm going to get hit. I'm going to buffer invincibility frames and I'm going to
そ
pause
し
buffer here.
てダメージ受けて、それは、
This pause buffer.
無敵時間を使っ
I'm just going
て、
to do as Melise.
なるほど、ゴリ押しで。
It's fine if we die here.
ああ、これ
こ
怖いっすね。あ
あ、失敗しました。
これは難しいですね。
チェックポイントからやり直します。
こう失敗が許されないから難しそうですね。
Again, we have great names in this community. We have incorrect ones and we have great ones. Okay, I'm going to align myself
大
up
き
here.
い玉が、
お
大岩が、ボスらしい。
Like that.
今回成功しました。
This is actually amazing because this is going to be sub 50 pace, I'm thinking.
The end of this run is so
確かにこれステージの全体像を把握したいとルート構築できないですね。これは大変そうです。
we got the
Yes. So, speaking of Cocoa Puffs,
そうですね。多分紫の壁は1フレーム技を使って壁抜けしてま
was
す。
the bane of every Soul Runner's existence. This final boss is basically entirely up to luck. The best I've been able to get personally is a 155. The boss takes 32 hits. If we count one Cocoa Puff as one hit, which is a great, system of units.
この次のボス
One Cocoa Puff
が
is one hit, it takes 32. You have 19 available.
32回、
You have an additional 10 from the automated section.
32発で撃てば倒します。
Oh, that didn't. Nope, it didn't.
ちょっと多くなりま
で
す。
3. I need 3
あー、
in order to
すごい
get
数の弾が。
guaranteed 220.
あら。
I need to get lucky
これ
here.
はランダムです。
I got pretty lucky.
その
Let's see if any of them hit.
弾薬
That's the most
の
important part.
数がランダムで
なる
す。
ほ
Two of them hit. I need one more from luck. You might look like you've done well, but
2
you
要
don't
素多
do
いですね。
well. Iblis 3 is effectively a lottery. Yep.
このボスが運次第です。
Iblis 3 is effectively a
なるほど。
lottery. You just get lucky or not. You figure out what you need to do. See? Explosions are my favorite. I'm pretty sure we're just barely good. Yep, I'm pretty sure we're just barely good for a 220. It depends on how well I do these next few hits. So the best time that's ever been gotten for this boss. Wait, why is no? Ooh, one puff just died. Ooh, I think I'm still okay. We'll see in due time.
I
But
think you're fine.
there is the only time anyone has gotten below 155, to my knowledge, is what we call and deem the stuff. Again, it's Summer Voyo and Tanishi. The
攻
stuff
撃パターンは固
happened
定
in
な
a
んです
dead
かね。
run. And it's the best thing ever. It's the best speedrunning moment of the 2010s
攻
because
撃パターンもランダム
effectively,
だったらだいぶ闇
Tony
が
was able to
深
do
そう
what
で
he
すけ
couldn't
ど。
do after 12 hours of grinding this boss, which is get a really good RNG and get a 125, a record that still stands to this day. No one is able to be replicated because it is effectively. I wonder if all these things hit. You actually have to aim somewhat as silver when you have these objects. You need to aim towards the target, and when you have so many, they sort of just fling everywhere, as you probably saw. Also, Blaze is dying in 3, 2, 1. Yep.
あ、ブレイズ死にました。
So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna pick up the puff. It's gonna
No.
fall over here. Oh, that might be the
定期
killer.
的に CPU 勝手に死にます。
This doesn't look good. Oh, that's tight.
I think
that's
we're
good.
fine.
I think
Let's
you're
see.
exactly
You know,
right.
the time ends when the health bar is fully depleted, by the way. So I'll say time. So this is what we call the God Puff. Of course, everything is Puff. But yeah,
死
this
んだは
stuff
ずのブレイス
basically
が
is something
喋
that
っ
will
てい
never
る。
happen again in speedrunning, and I'm so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch. Let's see. Are we a hit away?
おお。
No.
Nice.
Ah.
Time.
あ、
GG。
GG で
That is
す。
a sub
それは
50.
ちょう
That
ど
is、only 30 seconds off previous world record.
My goodness, folks.
ちょうど、倒しまし
You're
た。
absolute monster.
その最後の岩で。
なるほど。ぴったりだったんですね、ヒットポイン
That
ト
was
調
with.
整。
You know what the funniest thing was? If I had a better Iblis 1, this would have beaten previous world record.
え、これワールドレコードなんですか？
That was a pretty good run.
Nice run.
That wasn't the stuff,
前
but it was
の
the stuff.
ワールドレコード。
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's
そ
pretty
の
solid.
最初の
For a that's the
stage
best marathon time that's ever been got, by the
の
way.
最初ではない
I can tell I remember-
そ
that's
の
the best marathon time that's ever been got for this record.
溶岩で死んだスキップ
AGDQ by 14
そんな
minutes.
ところ、
And none of that
失敗
time was
せず
saved on
に
loads.
前
None of the
の
loads are still about at 25%
World
of around
Record
$15 minutes.
が
So I managed to save,
こ
we
の
managed to save all of us, really. All of us in the 06 community, which is apparently
それ
only
は
a six.
も
That fits.
う前の
Only a
ワー
six,
ルドレ
apparently.
コード
We managed to improve this by
で
14
勝ちま
minutes.
す。
なるほど。
Without any benefits from the loads, without anything in 7 years, which is pretty great. Do you want to read some donations for the end of the run? If you don't mind, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I can give you one. We have one from Kirby Master, finishing up.
確かにこれ世界3、4位の記録なんですね、これね。ミスんなきゃ世界ペースだったと。なるほど。
Let it go to Focus's choice. Also, are we going to see the box showcase today?
Ooh. I mean, I have a lot of extra time,
エ
but we
ンディ
are
ング
behind
普通に見るん
schedule,
です
so.
ね。
Good luck, FocusSight, and shoutouts to the entire Sonic Couch and crowd for keeping up the hype.
This was legitimately a good run. If I actually got world record, I actually beat my own world record in practice for this event. So before I got that 47.25, world record was 49.01. So this was only 37 seconds slower than previous world record, and it's only like 2 minutes slower than my current world record, of which I lost about 40 seconds and 30 seconds on 2 stages, respectively. So that's a pretty good showing.
あ、
to be honest. I'm pretty
はい。
happy.
奏者が、言ってるのは、
Also, both buy and not buy Blaze because nothing in this canon makes
練
sense.
習この、この走りの練習で、記録、が得ました。それは、47分
The funniest fact about all this is that this is
30
the voice
35
actor
秒
with
で
Silver
した。
most. And even though it might be annoying, it fits him the best.
その、
I love Silver. Silver's one of my
練
favorite
習
Sonic
部
characters,
屋で記録していた
but you weren't even
前
halfway
に
through the run.
レコードが、
That was crazy. That was absolutely
49
crazy. Some really good times in there.
分
Really good overall.
Eh,
I'm amazed
1秒
I
でした
recovered that and got a sub 50.
あ
Best character. I'll miss
あ、そう
you.
ですね。
そして彼は近いです。
確かに。22日前に49分1秒から47分25秒に自己秒
And with
更
that,
新してます。
Silver Story No MSG is complete.
ちょっと、ムービーは大変なことになってますけど
I
も。
want to thank everyone again for donating so much for this run. This is more than I could have honestly expected from the GDQ run. This is amazing. Also, yeah, this shows my estimates a bit maybe high. I don't know.
Yeah.
はい、お疲れ様
I
で
had
し
110
た。
for when I
お
got
疲れ様で
51
した。
in. You know, it's just what it is.
はい、お疲れ様で
It's
す。
basically what fits right in with like 90s
お
Euro
疲れ
beat,
様
but
でした。
Do you have any like cool glitches?
次
do I
は
still have time? Do you want me to still
Fallout
showcase some stuff? Why not? We can.
Anthology、
I can go back and show some stuff.
Anthology だから、
Okay, why don't we do some more?
Don't stop.
Fallout 全部のゲーム
Full
が、
stuff I can show off, and I know all the stories
一
really
人
well,
奏
actually,
者で
so-
やります。
Can I get through it in time?
そ
Can
う
I get
で
through it in
す
time?
ね。
I'm gonna try to see if I can get to my
通
favorite
訳
part in Sonic
続
06.
きしたいと思います。
It's in the end of the world,
あ、
and it's my
わかり
favorite
まし
解
strat.
説者がいなければ
Completely accident, kind of accident.
ですね、次な
And
い
it is
何か見せてま
undeniably
す
the。best strat in Sonic 06.
そうですね、
We're
なんか。
gonna go to the end of the world.
え
End of the world's a really cool final stage for Sonic 06. End of the World is really interesting because you basically go through as all the 7 remaining characters, because remember, Blaze is apparently dead, but also isn't because Rush Adventure. So we're going to play through basically 7 of the stages of 7 different characters. There's a crazy strat I could do here. I don't want to do it because it is...
最後のステージを見せてます。
all 7 characters to go here, but I'm actually going to go to Silver Section, so this is very fitting. My favorite strat in Sonic 06 is in Silver Section here because my favorite character in Sonic 06 is Silver. As you can all see, Silver is an ideal speed game. If you want to pick up a hard game, pick up Silver. If you want to not do that, pick up Shadow. I can try to keep this as short as possible. There are 3 more sections to this. So I will get to this as soon as possible.
今、シルバーのところに、で何かを見せたい。
Sonic's slower than Omega. That kind of makes... So basically the fastest characters are individually Omega, fastest in terms of walking speed. Blaze and Sonic, fastest controllable. Silver, fastest.
普通に抜けますね。
There are only 2 more sections left until I get to Silver, and I'm going to try my best to get this first try. If not, look it up on YouTube. I have it there. Whoop. Lava doesn't hurt me, so it doesn't matter.
黄金接触してもダメージ受けません。
Again, these are the fast loads. I'd like to mention that.
ロボットです
If
か
you
ら
play
ね。
on PS3, these would be about 25% longer. Hey, there we go. That's actually frame perfect as well, retaining the screwdriver speed and the glide. So, I'm gonna get to here. Oh. So this is the start of Silver section here. And this is my favorite strat in Sonic 06. So in the stage, there are these different eyes of Solaris. Some are blue, and those are time dependent. Those suck you into them, and those can kill you on contact. The others are red eyes of Solaris. These are position dependent. So red eyes of Solaris are position dependent. And the thing about that is we can trigger them to... They also have consistent... let's see, does this make it? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, I wanted to show that strat so bad I submitted all stories. That takes us to the end of the section, by the way.
Man,
That's as fast as doing a telelaunch, or near it.
そのボックスで足場をするにはその策を見せたかったです。
なるほど。
Underneath us as the spring launches us up, and we land on it as we fall down. It's beautiful. And with that, that's Sonic 06.
はい、改めましてお疲れ様です。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様です。
はい、じゃあソニックサイトークいかがだったでしょうか。では続いてのゲームがありますので、一旦失礼いたします。と、並びにモデレーターの交代と配信の再起動の方ございますので、ちょっとお待ちください。では失礼いたします。
Don't go anywhere. I'm going to play a quick Twitch ad. But that's it for me. I've been hosting for like 9 hours. I'll see you all later on this weekend. This has been Liz Star. Have a wonderful day, friends. And I'll see you next time.